So today I'll be doing my first Beyond Earth Rising Tide campaign with the new sponsor, Chungsu. We're going to be playing on a frigid biome, so that means that everything's going to be cold and icy, and there should be a lot of water to kind of explore the new water mechanics. So as you saw from the intro, I grabbed the retrograde thrusters. That way I have a little bit more land so I can, figure out exactly the best location. Now, this sponsor likes to spawn near the ocean. So, but yeah, this is an interesting spot because I actually feel like, even though I want to start off with a water city, an aquatic city, I guess is how the term, I guess, in Rising Tide. I don't know if it's the best spot right here because remember, water cities only grow by moving the cities. I don't know if it's a good idea to start off in the water, especially because we don't have that technology. We're still a ways away from the technology from being able to move those cities. That's the only way you can grow those borders and capture more resources within those borders. So I think for this specific spot, I don't think I'm going to start off with a water city, but there seems to be a lot of extra, land, or I guess, I'm sorry, water around us. So for sure, our second, third, maybe fourth city will more than likely be aquatic. So I think I'm going to slap it down here on top of this hill. That way we can get access to many of the resources. We can even reach up to this frac site at some point. Actually, we're going to possibly get 4 frac site each. So let's start off here. And we also have a canal city. So this is not bad. I like it. And we've already discovered 2 resource pods. Very nice. So let's go ahead and explore. Now I've got a little bit of experience. I've played Beyond Earth, I think, 2 times so far, so I kind of understand a lot of it. I've been able to talk to the developers, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the game. I'm not saying that I'm not going to make mistakes. I'm definitely going to make some mistakes, but I do feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the game. And one thing that I've been noticing in Rising Tide is it is so crucial to explore. It is so crucial. There seems to be so many resource pods. There's a lot of expedition sites. There's a lot of things to go out and find. The marvels, the marvel system. We have to go find that and get those bonuses before anybody else does, because we get the advantage of being a human player and we start off on the world first. So we need to utilize this as much as we can, because AIs are going to be coming in. Turn 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. I don't know. They'll be coming in soon though. So the good thing is I did start off with a worker. I love starting off with a worker. I actually don't want to start... I think I want this as a quarry, and if I build a quarry, that's going to increase my production, although I really like improving tiles that increase my food yields, my food value, but I guess we'll do a quarry for now. That way we can get a little bit extra production. We're already working this tile, so I can't see why we wouldn't want to do that. Okay, let's choose production. I always like to start off with the old Earth relic, and we'll go for that. The quest system. We'll get that, but how like whenever you finish the old Earth relic, a quest will pop up. I always like grabbing the extra culture instead of the maintenance free, because I don't tend to use energy as good as I like the virtue system. I very much like the virtue system. So here's covert ops. This is a special thing that Chungsu has. As his kind of unique ability sort of thing, which we can upgrade. If you've been kind of following my videos for a while now, we can upgrade that, and we can upgrade his traits when we get to the more like kind of diplomatic stage of the game. But for now, we can really only send him and station him in the headquarters. 2% health for each agent at the headquarters is not bad. I kind of like that. But then again, production for wonders, I'm not really a wonder builder, so yeah, that probably wouldn't be the best. Lowers the risk of covert agents doing operations for each agent in headquarters. I like that. I do really like that. Let's go ahead and start off with... I'm going to go ahead and do propaganda for extra health, just because I tend to kind of not pay attention too much to health accidentally. I obviously I know how important it is, but and obviously we have to put him in the headquarters, the capital, I guess. I tend to sometimes overlook health, and I know health is important, but if I could grab something early, like a bonus to health early on, then that would be good. Obviously genetics is a great technology for health, but I usually keep this... I don't usually go genetics too early on, because we don't really need it. Now, obviously, Alien Preserve is good because Diplomatic Capital is going to be essential, really essential for playing the diplomatic game, and of course I want to do that because that's my favorite new mechanic of Beyond Earth, is just the diplomacy is... I cannot get enough of it. It's just so good now. It's so good. So I think I want to go pioneering first. That way we can get out a colonist, trade... Well, a trade convoy and a trade vessel will probably a ways away before we get to trade, but a trade depot will start me off with some diplomatic capital as well as some production. So yeah, and it's only going to take me 32 turns. It won't take me 32 turns. That value is going to lower, but everything else would take me 39 turns. It shouldn't be too long. So we'll go ahead and grab that, and we're going to go after these resource pods, victory updates. Okay, next turn. So I'll try to explain some of the, some of the mechanics that I know that I remember. And in terms of, like, affinities, I don't know. I don't have, like, an exact affinity that I want to go for yet. Okay, we found our first research pod, and we got a free solar collector. Good, so this is going to increase my energy around my capital here. So, yeah, we'll launch it right there in the middle. Increase the energy tiles all around our headquarters. Very nice. And let's hopefully try to grow fast. Now, that's my only issue building a quarry first is, I like the farms for the extra food yields. That way we get more citizens, that way we can work more tiles, but no big deal. No big deal. Okay, so we found our first research pod. The other research pods up north, I'm not sure if I want to go up there and grab it. I feel like, that's something that, like I said in the very beginning, exploring is so crucial. There's so many goodie huts. If you're like kind of used to like Civ 4 or older traditional Civ games, there's a lot of good things you can find from exploring. It's so important in Beyond Earth. And I have a feeling that if we kind of search around this way, we'll probably find another research pod. I'll eventually build somebody else to go up this way and grab that other one. But for now, I mean, it's only turn 3, so more than likely there's no AI that's gonna. Oh, look at there! See, boom, there it is. No one's gonna steal that away. That's pretty much ours, almost guaranteed. So no big deal. I can attack, but I'm gonna skip. I like to stay kind of good with the aliens. That's a sea dragon, I believe. So he's gonna totally kick my butt if I try to go after him. 50 energy, I like it. How much energy do we have? So we have 71 energy just starting off. I like it. It's a good start. It's a very good start. So one thing that I do now, I know I discussed how I don't have like a preference for the affinity just yet. Oh, I love the look of this mountain. That is so cool. Very kind of unique looking mountain there. I don't really have a preference, but I do absolutely love Harmony for the leashing mechanic, where leashing is a very cool ability where we can use I believe it's an explorer unit to capture a weakened. It's almost like Pokemon, I swear. Like, you can capture a unit and bring it in on your side. Technically, I could capture the Sea Dragon, and the Sea Dragon's pretty powerful, so that'd be a really good pickup. And all the aliens are going to be maintenance free, so you can have an entirely maintenance free army filled with just aliens. How awesome is that? So I kind of am leaning towards that because the leashing ability is amazing, but we'll see. I'm going to skip the clinic for now. I know I could use the additional science, but I would much rather build a patrol boat. Again, exploration, very, very important, I think, for me in this case. And like I said, this quest, because we finished the old Earth Relic, I always like grabbing the extra culture because, energy usually doesn't tend to be a part of my strategy too much. I try to use it as much as I can whenever I can build buildings or units or whatever I might need, but I just feel like energy is not super important. So I need to be careful of this miasma. I'll probably just go out and have him go out in the sea again, and we'll continue to explore the coastline. So far, it's a pretty interesting map. This looks like a pretty big landmass, but they spawned us out here in the island, and I love it. That's really cool, because I wanted to do that anyways. I wanted to have some aquatic cities. So now we'll go ahead and build our farms out this way, and that'll be good. Again, I will be just ignoring the aliens. We're going to try to stay as cool with the aliens as possible. I don't want to make them too mad. I don't want to make them too mad. Did I already... There we go. Here we go. Let's go out this way. Bam. Grab this resource pod. 25 extra culture. We should... Yep, there it goes. Virtue. And we completed a quest. Nice. And we grabbed ourselves an artifact. Very nice. So the artifact system is a new sort of... It's I don't know. I really like it. What we can do is we can wait for like similar artifacts and use them for I forgot what it's called, but like a combining bonus, which would give me like a big extra benefit, whether that be in culture, production, science, something like that. We can wait for it, or we can get the instantaneous bonus, which isn't going to be as good if I were to wait, which I will wait. But this battered clean, that's battered refers to its condition, but it's a clean air generator. It would give me 36 extra production in my capital, but I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to try to play conservative, even though I love just grabbing that sometimes. Sometimes you get some really good bonuses like right away, and early on, I mean, that stuff is nice to get like really good stuff. So as you can see, the artwork has changed. I love the new artwork for the Virtue window. It looks pretty cool. I'm a prosperity fan. So I'm going to grab this. That way we can get out a new colonist and another worker. all this stuff would be pretty good. I do like knowledge, though, as well. Knowledge is good for science, as well as, I believe, a little bit of health. Industry is nice because of the extra production and energy and stuff like that. But let's start off with prosperity. Let's go and start prosperity, I think. And we want to try our best to... Oh, wow, we can do 2 virtues because we found that resource pod. That's amazing. So I'm thinking, yeah, industry. 10% off for every building. This early on, that's great. Let's go ahead and grab that. So a very cool combo there. We completed a quest. Very nice. Artifact acquired. And next turn. So we found any more resource pods? Not yet. I will explore this coast just to see what's here. Okay, nothing there. And I'll go after this resource pod now. We should have the patrol boat coming soon. Now, I believe that is a ranged boat. It's actually a melee. Okay, the gunboat is ranged. The gunboat is gonna have a much stronger attack, but you know how it is. Melee, you need melee as well. But that's gonna take a lot longer. That's the only thing. Gunboat gonna take a lot longer. So I'll kind of come up and around here, grab that spot. There's a chitin resource, lots of fraxite, which is good. I should keep that in mind, as well as floatstone though too. Seems like we have a good variety, kind of a good variety. It's not bad. It could be worse. You know what I mean? It could be worse. Oh my gosh, 8 floatstone there. Jeez, 2 and 2. Okay, let's grab this. Let's grab this resource pod. What do we got? 40 extra energy. Very nice. So I'm making some bank. I'm already doing 6 energy per turn as it is because of the early solar collector that we grabbed. So that was pretty good. Have we grown yet? Yeah, we are at 2 citizens, 2 population. I'll be careful of the miasma, and I guess we'll continue to explore the land because the gunboat will be able to do a lot more exploration, getting rid of this fog of war, than my explorer unit can. But I do need to keep an eye on for expedition sites and stuff like that. That's important too. Vents will increase my science. Plankton, extra energy. Okay, and I guess I'll go down here, build another farm. Let me make sure that we're working the right stuff. Look at that. We're going to grow in 3 more turns, so that's nice. I could always buy a few tiles, but we don't necessarily need that right now. Oh, alien nest discovered. I could walk in there potentially. Okay, wait, there's miasma surrounding that alien nest. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to have him actually embark for now. I mean, I could try to go and destroy that, but again, I'm feeling harmony. I am starting to lean towards harmony. I think it'd be a good kind of way to go, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we finished off the patrol boat. Very nice. I think clinic would be good now. We still have 8 turns for pioneering, and this will increase the science that we're outputting. So let's go ahead and grab that, and now that we finally have our patrol boat, let's be careful of the aliens for one, but let's try our best to... Ooh, so we have some hydrocorals out here. We want to be careful of that too. I mean, they're not going to come in and attack us, but they're going to block our passage, which I love. I love that mechanic that you can't just, move around through these oceans as like for like Civ 5. You can just move around through oceans and there's no terrain really blocking you, but land itself, hydrocorals are going to be a big factor in like blocking your passageways and stuff like that. All right, so of course, let's go with another farm. Let's go there and maybe try to explore. There we go. There's another resource pod. Perfect. Let's just keep on collecting them. We don't have anybody here. It's turn 15. No AIs have shown up just yet. They will not show me. They will not tell me which AIs show up. Not anymore, at least, with Rising Tide, which is great. Okay, 19 extra research. Very nice. So pioneering should be finished up a little bit sooner than maybe we initially thought. Okay, so here's a brain. Here's one of those hydrocoral brains. Now, we have to find the big brain first to, I think, activate the Marvel quests. But at least we know where one is for now. Resource pod discovered. Very nice. So we'll go after that one. That's good. That's good. Especially because we found one of those smaller brains before anyone else has arrived. That is excellent. Let's continue. Okay, so I could technically... What is that? Is that on miasma? Don't really want to go after and explore something that's already on miasma. I think I'm going to pass on that. Let's go grab this resource pod. What do we got? Extra research. Very nice. Also, you might notice the new kind of artwork for every technology that you discover as well. So that's pretty cool. I guess we'll continue to explore out this way. Seems pretty safe. Got to be careful of that sea dragon, though. Another virtue. I'm thinking another worker, but at the same time, we don't really need another worker. There's not really that much more we can build on top of the tiles of our location, because a lot of those tiles are going to require a certain resource to build and to, you know, I don't know what the term is. I don't know, just try to grab those resources or put the right tile improvement on some of those tiles that have specific resources to them. So, you know, worker might not be the best. It might be not a bad idea to rush for a colonist, although I don't know if my health can really take that right now. Extra energy in the capital. Wow, that's a lot of extra energy. I don't really build wonders, so I don't care about that. 25% production towards a building, which have already been... Oh, I love that. Standardized architecture. All right, but you know what? For now, we'll go homesteading. Homesteading. Steading? I don't know. What is reading? I don't know how to read. Okay, so we went up to pioneering. So one thing that if we want an aquatic city, we're going to need planetary survey. This is going to allow my aquatic cities to move onto the ocean tiles. So that's pretty important, obviously. But if we even want a second city, we need to go after genetics, because genetics is going to offer us a lot more health so that we're not unhappy. Chemistry is always good for the recycler for extra production, as well as the laboratory for extra science. I think if we went for that virtue, since we went for the since we're kind of going for the free colonists, we might as well probably try to fix the health with genetics. I think so, because we're gonna have a lot of this stuff explored by the time that guy actually gets down here. We have about 14 turns. That's if we don't get any extra culture from resource pods. Okay, so as you can see, the first AI is shown up. We don't know who it is. We can go and try to find them, and then we can begin the diplomatic, part of the game. But for now, if we get towards that location, we will. But I'm not gonna rush it. There's no rush. We're gonna move around these hydrocorals. We're at 3 citizens now. Actually, no. I wanted to check out what we're working at the moment. What are we working? Good. Tiles that are, I don't think I really want us to work the eggs. Why don't you work this? I know the extra production's nice, but let's make sure that we're already working the farm. Well, when it gets built. It's not completed just yet, but it will be soon. All right, and then we're going to continue down south, I guess. Stay in the ocean as much as we can. And next turn. So it's turn 18. Not bad. And I think oh, there's another resource pod. Very nice. Looks like this is kind of a big old lake right there in that little continent region. Another resource pod, and we have a wrecked colony lander. Very nice. So I think this is a pretty good start for now. Yeah, this is a really interesting location. I love it. I love that we're on this little island by ourselves. That sort of thing. I like that stuff. We have to be careful, though. There's a lot of sea dragons, and I'm feeling a little scared because they're starting to surround us. But I think we're off to a pretty quick start. We're going to find our new aquatic city, I'm thinking next turn. But anyways, guys, if you like this series, if you like, the way Rising Tide has kind of changed Beyond Earth, please consider leaving a like. Or if you guys want me to continue to play this game, please, consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel tremendously. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.